What happens when you fly from London to a land of volcanoes, glacier, waterfalls, and decide your hotel has wheels? Welcome to our 7 days Iceland road trip. I have already shared this Iceland journey in detail as an 8-part travel series in Urdu on my channel. This video is a single comprehensive English episode, bringing the entire trip together in one story. Iceland is located in the North Atlantic Ocean, between Europe and North America, just below the Arctic Circle. From London, it's only about a 3-hour flight, surprisingly close for a place that feels like another planet. Iceland's main international airport is Keflavik International Airport, located about 45 minutes from Reykjavík. The local currency is the Icelandic krona, but almost everywhere accepts card, so carrying cash isn't really necessary. Accommodation in Iceland ranges from hotels and guest houses to campervans and motorhomes. We chose a campervan, which gave us the freedom to travel at our own pace, cook our own meals, and stay close to nature, without worrying about hotel check-in times. After landing in Iceland, the first thing we did was pick up our campervan, our home for the next 7 days. Before heading anywhere remote, we stocked up on grocery. In Iceland, planning meals is less about convenience and more about survival. You have an option to eat out, but that's an expensive one, so it's better to stock up the grocery and cook your own meal at the campsite. With supplies loaded, we drove toward Þingvellir National Park, our first campsite. The landscape slowly opened up, wide roads, dramatic skies, and a feeling of space we weren't used to. Þingvellir campsite is about a 1 hour and 15-minute drive from Keflavik Airport. Another option is Reykjavík Eco Campsite, which is roughly a 50-minute drive. But we chose Þingvellir because it gave us easy access to the Golden Circle for the next day. After dinner, we made a cup of tea at Þingvellir campsite and sat quietly, taking in the views around us. With the cold air and endless landscape, it felt like the perfect way to end our first day in Iceland. Day 2 of our Iceland road trip was all about the Golden Circle, one of the most popular and scenic routes in the country. The Golden Circle connects some of Iceland's most iconic natural attractions, all within a short driving distance, making it perfect for a day trip. Our first stop was Bruarfoss. Known for its striking blue water, Bruarfoss is often called one of Iceland's most beautiful waterfalls. The color comes from glacier meltwater flowing over volcanic rock, creating their unreal icy blue shade. The walk to the waterfall was quiet and peaceful, and standing there felt like discovering a hidden gem. From there, we continued to the Geyser geothermal area. This is where you'll find Stokkur, Iceland's most active geyser. Every few minutes, Stokkur erupts, sending hot water high into the air, a powerful reminder of the geothermal energy beneath Iceland's surface. Watching the ground bubble and then explode into motion never gets old. Our final stop of the day was Gullfoss, one of Iceland's most famous waterfalls. Gullfoss crashed down in 2 dramatic tears into a deep canyon. The sound is thunderous. The mist fills the air, and the scale of it all is overwhelming. No matter how many photos you have seen, standing in front of Gullfoss is something else entirely. By the end of the day, we had experienced 3 incredible places, all part of the Golden Circle, each completely different yet equally unforgettable. With tired legs and full memory cards, we wrapped up day 2 knowing Iceland had only just begun to reveal what it had to offer. From Gullfoss, we drove to Holshorog campsite for our night stay. After a long day of exploring the Golden Circle, the calm surroundings made it a perfect stop to unwind. We woke up to a peaceful morning at Holshorog campsite. Soft light spread across the open fields and the air felt crisp and fresh. Moments like this reminds you that travel isn't just about seeing new places. It's about slowing down, breathing deeply and letting the world move at its own pace for a while. Holshorog also has an on-site restaurant that offers a wide selection for breakfast. Starting the day with a warm meal, coffee in hand and quiet surroundings felt like the perfect way to prepare for another full day on the road. Our first stop was Seljalandsfoss, just a half an hour drive from the campsite. From the distance the waterfall looks delicate, but as you get closer, its power becomes impossible to ignore. Water flows gracefully over the tall cliff, dropping straight down in a continuous curtain. What makes Seljalandsfoss truly special is the path that leads behind it. Walking behind the waterfall, surrounded by mist and sound, feels surreal, like stepping into a different world where nature surrounds you from every direction. About 30 minutes later, we arrived at Skogafoss. Wide, powerful, and impossible to miss. Skogafoss is one of the Iceland's most impressive waterfalls. The sheer force of the water crashing down creates a constant cloud of mist, and on clear days, rainbows often appear at the base. Standing there, you don't just see Skogafoss, you feel its energy. It's loud, overwhelming, and absolutely unforgettable. Just a short 7 to 10 minute drives from Skogafoss lies Kvernufoss. Tucked away behind a narrow canyon, this waterfall feels like a hidden secret. The walk-in is peaceful, and as the waterfall comes into view, the noise of the outside world fades away. Kvernufoss offers a quieter, more intimate experience. A reminder that sometimes the best places are the ones slightly off the main path. After the waterfalls, we headed toward Dirholle. High cliffs overlook the Atlantic Ocean, offering sweeping views of Iceland's southern coastline. From up here, you can see black sand beaches stretching endlessly, waves crashing far below, and the landscape unfolding in every direction. It's one of those places that makes you stop and simply take it all in. Nearby, we walked along the black sand beach. Our final stop of the day was the plane crash site. An abandoned aircraft rests alone on a vast black sand plain with nothing around it but wind and silence. There are no fences, no barriers, just the remains of the moment frozen in time. Walking around the planet feels both eerie and fascinating. A reminder of how small human creations are against nature's vastness. As the day slowly came to an end, we drove toward a weak campsite. The lights softened, the road grew quieter, and the pace of the day finally slowed down. We parked for the night, cooked a simple meal, and reflected on everything we had seen. Another day in Iceland, full, intense, and unforgettable. We woke up at Week campsite to a calm morning, surrounded by mountains and lush greenery. The quiet of the campsite felt like a gentle reminder that sometimes the simplest moment, a cup of coffee, the morning sun, fresh air, are the ones that matter most. In the calm of the morning, we started by washing the pots in the campsite kitchen before preparing our breakfast. The facilities at Vic campsite were very convenient, with a clean kitchen and well-maintained washrooms, making it easy to start the day comfortably before heading out to explore. We prepared breakfast and enjoyed it outside, soaking in the views around us. There is something magical about eating amidst nature. It turns a simple meal into an experience. With full bellies and hearts ready for adventure, we set off for Fjaðrárgljúfur canyons. About an hour's drive from Vic, the canyon unfolded before us like a painting, deep, winding, and carved by centuries of water. Walking along the edge, looking down at the meandering river below, it felt like nature was showing us the beauty of patience and time. Every curve, every drop of water had a story, a reminder that even the slowest force can create wonders. Next, we headed to Glacier Lagoon, about an hour and a half away. Floating icebergs glimmered in the sunlight, calm and serene, each piece telling the story of ancient glaciers slowly making their way to the sea. The lagoon is peaceful yet humbling, a moment to reflect on the scale of nature and our small place within it. Just opposite the lagoon is Diamond Beach, a striking contrast of sparkling ice fragments scattered across black sand. Walking along the shore, watching the sun catch the edges of the ice, you realize nature's art is never rushed, yet it's always perfect. Each piece of ice looked like a gem, left by the ocean itself. We could hear the gentle crash of waves against the ice, each glittering fragment reflecting the sunlight like nature's own jewelry, making it feel almost otherworldly. After soaking in the glacial beauty, we drove back to Vic campsite, retracing the roads we had come along and enjoying the changing light across the landscapes. Back at the camp, the mountains and the greenery greeted us once more. A reminder that Iceland's magic isn't just in the famous spots, it's in every moment, every view, and every breath of crisp air. We woke up ready for another day of adventure, heading first to Kerið crater. We had originally planned to visit Skogafoss, which is also called Valley of Tears, but our campervan wasn't eligible for the F-roads, which required a 4x4 vehicle. It was a small setback, but it reminded us that Iceland is full of surprises and some adventures need the right gear to be truly safe. So we changed our plan and headed to Kerið crater, a striking volcanic crater lake with vivid red and black slopes contrasting with the turquoise water below. Walking around the rim, it's impossible not to marvel at the raw energy that shaped this land, a perfect reminder that Iceland's landscapes are as dramatic as they are timeless. Next, we drove toward Þingvellir National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where history and geology meet. Here we explored the park's stunning scenery and stopped at a beautiful waterfall tucked within the area. The combination of flowing water, rugged cliff, and serene surrounding made it one of those moments where you just pause and take it all in. By evening, we arrived at Reykjavík Eco Campsite, a spacious and well-equipped campsite ideal for city explorers and road trippers alike. The site has multiple washrooms, a large kitchen, and both indoor and outdoor dining areas, making it easy to cook, relax, and prepare for the next day of exploration. After setting up and grabbing a quick meal, we reflected on the day, dramatic craters, flowing waterfalls, and the unique charm of Icelandic landscapes, all in a single day. On day 6, we woke up at Reykjavík Eco Campsite, surrounded by the quiet energy of the city outskirts. After a hearty breakfast in their spacious kitchen, it was time to hit the road for one of Iceland's most iconic experiences, the Blue Lagoon. On the way, we stopped at the fascinating Krísuvík Geothermal area. Steam rose from the ground in wisp, bubbling mud sport hissed, and the sulfur-scented air reminded us of the raw power beneath the surface. Walking among the steaming vent felt like stepping onto another planet, unpredictable, alive, and strangely mesmerizing. It's a place where nature literally breathes around you, and every step is a reminder of Iceland's geothermal energy shaping the land. Later we arrived at the Blue Lagoon, and the experience was nothing short of magical. Milky blue waters surrounded by black lava rock, warm to perfection and set against the crisp Icelandic air. It was the ultimate way to relax and recharge. Floating in the lagoon, feeling the minerals on our skin, we watched the steam rise into the sky and reflected on the week of adventures behind us. The entry even included a free drink and a face mask, making the soak feel extra indulgent. By evening, we returned to Reykjavík Eco Campsite, the perfect base for our last night on the road. After a long day of geothermal wonders and soaking in one of the world's most famous hot springs, it was time to rest and prepare for our final day in Iceland. Our final day in Iceland was spent exploring its capital city, Reykjavík. After days of wide landscapes and quiet road, the city felt lively yet calm, colorful, creative, and full of character. We wandered through the streets at an easy pace, letting curiosity guide us rather than a map. One of our first stops was the famous Rainbow Street. Bright colors stretched across the road, leading toward the iconic church ahead. It wasn't just a street, it felt like a celebration of culture, creativity, and identity, adding warmth and personality to the city. At the end of the street stood Reykjavík's most recognizable landmark. Towering above the city, its unique design is inspired by Iceland's volcanic landscapes. Standing there, looking up at the church, it felt like the perfect symbol of Iceland. Bold, simple, and deeply connected to nature. From there, we continued our walk toward the waterfront to visit the Sun Voyager. This striking steel sculpture, shaped like a Viking ship, faces the open sea. It represents exploration, hope, and journeys yet to come. A fitting stop as our own journey was nearing its end. Just nearby stands Harpa Concert Hall, with its glass facade reflecting the sky, sea, and city around it. Walking around Harpa and the surrounding buildings, everything felt modern and artistic, blending seamlessly with Reykjavík's coastal setting. We finished our walk near the dock area where the ocean meets the city. Watching the water, the boats, and the distant horizon, there was a quiet sense of closure, the kind that comes when a journey feels complete. As the day came to an end, so did our time in Iceland. From waterfalls and glaciers to black sand beaches, geothermal wonders, and peaceful campsites, Iceland gave us memories that will stay with us long after we left. This wasn't just a trip, it was an experience, and we wrapped up our journey through Iceland. Travel reminds us that life isn't measured by how fast we move, but by the moments we truly live together. These are the memories that stay long after the journey ends. If you liked this video, then do let us know in comments. Till next video, take care of yourself.